what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Rock Video Rental. I am Brandon, and with me, as always, is Caleb. And we are wrapping up Cult Movie Month with one of the biggest cult movies, and that is The Big Lebowski. But before we do that, we are going to talk about what we have watched this week. And Caleb, have you had a chance to watch anything good?
Well, still watching Ted Lasso.
Nice.
That's been fun. That's season 2 now. And then of course the other show we've been watching is the Monster Netflix series. We did get through the Menendez story season 2.
Oh, yeah.
So I can't. I talked to several people about it, so I can't remember. Did you watch the show?
I remember, I think told you that I watched part of it and then I kind of lost interest just because it was
Okay.
so different from the first season.
Yeah, okay. Because I knew you were familiar with it, I just couldn't remember if you watched it. Okay, so it's very interesting because um what it appears to kind of have done is like I think they kind of I don't know how I want to put it, like I think they kind of try to trick you or dupe you or maybe even gaslight you in the show because they start off the show in a way that they're almost trying to convince you that the brothers were justified in what they did.
Yeah.
And then at the very end, in like the last two episodes, they're like, oh, but what if everything they've been telling you isn't true? And then they
Right?
start like showing you the holes in what they were doing and how it happened and all this other stuff. So then you're kind of like, oh, well, of course, now I don't know what happened because you're giving me different information from what you basically were showing me was supposedly happening. Um, which I kind of get it. It's kind of interesting, but yeah, um it's messed up. They're messed up.
Yeah.
And anyways, but good show. Definitely I fully agree with you that if you like the first season with the Jeffrey Dahmer thing, you might not like the second season. So but we did start and watch the first episode of the third season with Ed Gein.
Okay.
So did you move on to that one or
Yeah, I finished that one.
okay. All right. So we just started that, so that'll be kind of an interesting one. But yeah, pretty much that is that then right now. So
I would suggest with the Ed Gein one that you do some research after you watch it because some of the stuff was just made up and kind of falsely told.
okay. I kind
Yeah,
of
because I knew a
wondered
little bit about Ed Gein going into it, and I'm like, that doesn't seem right.
I kind of wondered about that because I figured the Jeffrey Dahmer one was probably pretty accurate because he gave all the information up. Like he just confessed and told everybody everything.
Mm,
Where in a lot of cases you don't really get people to do that.
yeah.
So I figured the Jeffrey Dahmer one might be one of the more accurate ones.
Yeah. Yeah, that was fairly accurate. But Jeffrey Dahmer was such a bizarre and weird dude. I mean,
Yeah.
it's easy to say that, but
Well, so was Ed Gein. So,
yeah, true. And the
but yeah,
Menendez brothers were just psychopaths.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's what we call a little cray cray.
a little bit. As far as stuff I watched, I watched a lot of Seinfeld this week.
Rock.
So, gosh, I don't even know how many episodes. A lot though. I watched Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story while I was working today. Just, I don't know, like some of the songs popped in my head, and I'm like, man, I should just watch that. And I still stand by the fact that I think that's probably one of the funniest movies that nobody really talks about.
I
It's
agree with
like
that.
that, and then Norm Macdonald's Dirty Work is another movie I feel like no one really talks about. Which I can't remember. Did we do that on the show?
I don't think so.
I thought we did. I don't remember. No, we did. The only thing with dirty in it that we did was Dirty Dancing. A lot different. Um, I also watched Dutch, the Thanksgiving movie, the other Thanksgiving movie from John Hughes with Ed O'Neill in it.
Rock.
Um, and then other than that, just a lot of YouTube. And I haven't. We're recording this on Wednesday night, and Stranger Things just dropped. But my wife and I watched that together, and she's got the flu right now, so not really in the mood to watch that. So
Yeah,
hoping maybe tomorrow night.
I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna bother with it or if I'm gonna wait until the next portion and like watch it right before it and then just kind of watch it all together, you know?
Rock could do that. Yeah, because what is it? The um first part came out tonight, which is Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. The next part comes out on Christmas Day,
I think so, yeah.
and then New Year's Eve is the
Hmm.
end of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got to stretch that out,
Oh
across
yeah.
3 months so people keep Netflix,
Yep.
making Netflix some more money.
A bunch of
Oh
douchebags.
man, faux show. So I guess we might as well talk about the Big Lebowski's. That's what we got left. The Big Lebowski is from 1998 and is directed by Joel and Ethan Cohen. The plot is Jeff the Dude Lebowski, mistaken for a millionaire of the same name, seeks restitution for his ruined rug and enlists his bowling buddies to help get it. The plot for this movie is just ridiculous. And it kind of meanders a lot, but I feel like it ties together nicely at the end.
Yeah. Well, not not to get too off on a tangent right at the get go, but obviously doing cult movies this month. Um I can see how this and Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas are cult movies,
Yeah,
but this one, even though it is as chaotic as it is, at least makes sense.
it's coherent though.
Yeah.
It's what I like about this movie is that the plot is ridiculous, but it's also believable.
Yes. And both
Because
movies are probably fun to watch when you are on drugs.
probably there's a lot of this movie has a lot of cool visuals in it.
Hmm.
And like it was shot extremely well. Um I guess before we get to that, let's do the cast. We got Jeff Bridges as the dude, John Goodman as Walter Sobchak, Julianne Moore as Maud Lebowski, Steve Buscemi as Donnie, David Huddleston as the Big Lebowski, Philip Seymour Hoffman as Brant, Tara Reid as Bunny Lebowski, Ben Gazzara, aka the bad guy from Roadhouse, as Jackie Treehorn, and Sam Elliott as the stranger.
And there's more. Like the list goes on and on.
Oh yeah, it's you got Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers as one of the German guys. Uh, yeah, tons of people in this movie. Um,
I think the
I've
craziest one to me is Philip Seymour Hoffman.
yeah, how he has kind of just like a small role in this,
Yeah, just like
but he's so good at that character.
yeah, no, yeah. I don't
He
know.
had
Maybe Jeff Bridges for me though too. Like I don't know all of his work, but out of all the things that I know, this is very um out of his normal wheelhouse. And then
yeah,
Sam Elliott too.
yeah,
Like even if it was small, it was just yeah. I did well. No surprise. First time watch, I had no idea what I was getting into. Like I did
yeah. That's
not
why I
look up.
didn't give you any information going into this because I remember the first time I watched this, we watched it at my aunt's house, probably in 1998 or 1999. And I remember walking in and watching it. It was like my dad, my uncle, my brother, and like a couple of my older cousins watching it. And a few times I came in and watched it, my dad's like, "Yeah, you probably shouldn't watch this." Because I mean at the time I was like 12,
Yeah.
13 maybe. But And then it was always one of my brother's favorite movies, so he ended up having it on VHS, and we've watched it quite a few times. And I think I have it on Blu-ray or DVD, and
Rock.
I've seen it just tons of times.
Yeah, I mean it's a good movie, but yeah, it just like I don't know. I guess I never really thought. I mean, I knew it was about some bowling buddies.
Yeah,
That's really the only context I had, and that Jeff Bridges was basically like some laid back dude, he's the dude.
yeah,
So
just
I was
burnout.
yeah, I was expecting some shenanigans, but then it would just like went out of control, and then it kept throwing curveballs, and you're just like, I have no idea how this is all going to make sense.
Yeah, this this movie has some of the best dialogue in it too, because there's so many quotable lines that you can just drop into random conversation.
Hmm.
And like my brother and I do that, still do that every once in a while. Like I messaged him and told him that we were doing this movie on the show, and he just said he's like the podcast abides, which is probably the dude abides is probably the biggest quote from this.
Hmm.
Um, I used to have it was a light blue shirt that had the Obama change
Hmm.
poster that had the dude on it, and it said abide.
Nice.
I used to have that back in college, but um, I will say I think the strongest part of this movie. I mean, Jeff Bridges is amazing in it, but nobody is better than John Goodman in this movie.
Yes. Like
He was
he
incredible in this.
it was insane. I got very annoyed with him very quickly, but also it was because he was doing such a good job.
Yeah, he's like the wild card basically.
Oh man.
Um, all the talking about Vietnam and the flying off the handle super easily. And every time the dude tries to do something easy, Walter just comes in and just makes like at the end where he says everything's an effing travesty with you, man. That's pretty much it. But I before we get too far into this, I'll be say right off the bat because this might surprise you. Um, so the 71st Academy Awards was in 1999, which I mean honors movies from 98.
Hmm.
The Big Lebowski was nominated for absolutely nothing.
That is surprising.
I know, like, because I'm looking at the supporting roles in this. The winner was James Coburn in Affliction,
Okay.
which I don't even know if I've ever heard of that movie.
That rings no bells.
And then you got Billy Bob Thornton in A Simple Plan, which the only simple plan I know is the 80s, like, or the 2000s punk pop band. And then you got Jeffrey Rush for Shakespeare in Love, Ed Harris for Truman Show, and Robert Duvall in A Civil Action. I mean, you got some pretty solid actors there, but like, you couldn't put John Goodman in there for Big Lebowski?
Right.
Like, he was so good in this movie.
Hmm.
And then even like art direction or something like that, you know what was nominated for art direction that year?
Oh no, I don't know. I
What
want to know.
Dreams May Come.
Oh well, that I mean,
It's a very visual movie, I agree, but
yes, but I understand where you're coming from with that.
yeah, but the way this movie was in like cinematography, um, you get the winner was Saving Private Ryan, which I get because
Hmm.
that's another like great movie, but like we couldn't have found a way to put the Big Lebowski in there for cinematography because some of the shots that he has when he's either knocked out or something like that, or when he's drugged and stuff, like some of those are just I don't know, super interesting. Like you don't see that kind of stuff in movies. Like this very much has a feel of like a Tarantino movie at times.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. Um yeah, I can't even count how many times I've seen this movie. But speaking of like quotable lines and everything, like right from the get-go, the dude going into the um Ralph's grocery store and writing a check for I don't remember how much it was, like 47 cents for
Something like
coffee
that.
creamer. Yeah. And then he like glances over at a TV and um George Bush Sr.'s talking about, this aggression will not stand. And that you see the dude like hear different lines in different places or like people say something to him and then he uses it later in the movie. This aggression will not stand, man.
Hmm.
Like, that stuff cracks me up in this movie.
Well, honestly, like even just the beginning, and I'm pretty sure it's the first line that he drops when those guys mistakenly beat him up trying to get
Yeah.
the money.
Yeah.
Um, and he's just like, "Where's the money, man?" And he's
And he's
like,
dipping his head in the toilet.
"Yeah," he's like, "It's down there somewhere. Let me take another look."
And then the Asian guy pees on his rug. He's like, oh, come on, man. Not on the rug. It's like, oh. He's like, yeah, at least I'm housebroken. I like too where the guy grabs the dude's bowling ball. He's like, what the hell is this? And the dude's like, obviously you're not a golfer. It's just this movie with its ridiculous dialogue and so many quotable lines. And this whole movie kicks off because that guy mistakes the dude for this millionaire whose wife owns money to Jackie Treehorn, who is a pornographer, and he treats objects like women, man.
That was a pretty good one.
Yeah. Uh, and then he goes to the other Jeffrey Lebowski, aka the Big Lebowski's house, and he's trying to get compensated for the guy peeing on his rug. And he refuses to give him a handout, calls him a bum and everything. And uh, that
Then he
it's like,
steals the
oh,
rug.
yeah, that he just steals the rug, where he's like, oh, yeah. It's like he said that I could take any rug in the house. Um, and then the Big Lebowski like needs him to help find his trophy wife who was kidnapped, and he's like, it might be the same guys that desecrated your rug, and it's like, so you're in a unique situation where you could identify the culprit or whatever. So that's how he gets kind of tied into that. And the whole time, like Walter, it's hilarious because Walter's nuts and he's got like all these conspiracies and everything, but he's like exactly on with everything going on with Big Lebowski's wife.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, she kidnapped herself. It's like she just wants attention. Like he's not giving her enough money, and
It's
so
not
now
even
she's
it's not even her toe man.
yeah. You want a toe? I can get you a toe. With nail polish, I can get you a toe with nail polish by 3 o'clock, dude. Uh, yeah, he just knows like every angle that she's going from. And I like how all this crazy stuff's going on in the dude's life, but at the same time, him and Walter are just obsessed with their bowling tournament.
And then poor Donnie.
Yeah, Donnie. Donnie was just like, you got the dude who's a slacker, Walter's a complete sociopath. And then you got Donnie who just seems like a nice guy. Who pissed on
Did-
your rug, dude? Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
and then he died at the end.
Yeah.
That was
And I
like
like how Sam Elliott's like, what'd you think of that story? It's kind of crazy. Didn't really like Donnie dying at the end.
oh man.
Uh,
Yeah, and it well like just like Donnie dying at the end is crazy because it seems unnecessary, but then also like why is Sam Elliott narrating this? Like,
yeah.
do you need a narrator for something like this?
Yeah. And like, how does he? he like shows up at the bowling alley a couple times and just knows everything about the dude.
Yeah.
Just randomly. Uh, like your style, dude. Do you have to use so many curse words? What the fuck you talking about? Suppose you're right, dude.
Honestly, I feel a little bit like Peter Griffin was based off of the dude.
Yeah,
Like not completely, but there are a lot of things that Peter Griffin and Family Guy did that I could totally see the dude doing.
yeah,
Just trying to be lazy and uh kind of becoming confrontational by trying not to be confrontational.
yeah.
Like, whoa, take it easy, man. I'm just having a good time.
There's a beverage here, man. Oh gosh. And then we mentioned like the big standouts in the cast, except for one guy who's John Turturro
hmm
as Jesus Quintana,
hmm
like their rival bowling guy. And I like how they only show him for maybe a total of 5 minutes, but he's one of the most memorable characters.
Oh yeah.
And I like how he's got like a backstory where Walter's like, "Oh yeah," it's like he's a registered sex offender. He was messing around with 12-year-olds or 8-year-olds or something like that.
uh,
Had to go when he moved into town. He had to go around and tell everybody.
well, that's the same thing, kind of like with the Peter Stormare uh, character, the nihilist,
Yeah,
because he's recognizable too. And
yeah,
actually, I've seen a lot of like images, gifs, and memes with him, and I had no idea that his role was as small as it was.
yeah. Won't he worry? Him? Oh, he's a nihilist. That must be exhausting. Uh, yeah, it's funny how this movie gets like halfway through it before Julianne Moore even shows up, and she's one of the bigger names in this movie
hmm
as the Big Lebowski's daughter,
Yeah.
who is an artist who does really weird paintings, and
it's the
for some reason wants to bang the dude and get impregnated by him.
uh I mean, she did a fantastic job too with her role. Like,
Yeah,
she was 100% gradable weird.
yeah, yeah. It's the I think a lot of my favorite parts of this movie revolve around just Walter throwing a wrench into things. Even from like the first like the drop off of the briefcase of money, and Walter's like, I'll be the driver, and he's like, "What do you have?" And he's like, "What's in that bag?" He's like, "It's the ringer, dude." A ringer? He's like, "Yeah, it's full of my dirty undies, the whites." And then it's instead of throwing the case over, they throw that, uh, and then Walter has this plan of like diving out of the car, and he's got like a machine gun with him. And of course, the machine gun goes off and fires into the dude's car. Dude crashes into a tree, and it's just a big cluster. Then the dude finds his car, and the briefcase is gone, and he finds this one kid's homework. So they go to his house to talk to him because I think the kid stole the car, and Walter's there almost like interrogating him. He
And I
gets
think the
pissed
kid
off.
bought a car with the
Yeah,
money.
they think he bought that brand new Corvette, so then Walter goes, "Oh, this is what happens when you fuck someone in the ass." Then he starts smashing up his car, and they realize it's the guy across the street who looks like the old WWF wrestler Earthquake.
Yeah, I knew as soon as they pulled up to the house and saw that car that wasn't going to be the kids.
Yeah.
Like it was pretty obvious, so.
Yeah. Uh, it just cracks me up that there's like basically at one point there's three sets of goons that show up and harass the dude. Like you got the blonde haired guy didn't know what a bowling ball was, and the quote unquote Chinaman.
Yes, he said it. Yeah.
Yeah. And, and dude, Chinaman is not the known nomenclature, the preferred nomenclature. Asian American, please. And then he got Maud Lebowski's two guys that knock the dude out and take the rug back.
Mm.
And then he got the German guys who bring in the ferret and drop it in the dude's bathtub. Nice marmot. Uh, yeah, all those scenes are pretty hilarious. Um, yeah, it's there's so many like people tied into this that like you said, the first time you watch it, you don't know how it's going to tie up at the end, or like where the hell is this movie going? But yeah, it all kind of gets wrapped up at the end, where it's like Tara Reid's character of Bunny Lebowski owed Jackie Treehorn money, so she got her friends who were like the German guys um, to stage a kidnapping while she went to Las Vegas,
Mm.
and then to try to get more money from the Big Lebowski so she could pay off her debts with Jackie Treehorn. And then the dude gets basically tangled up in it because of mistaken identity and because they peed on his rug that really tied the room together. And aside from all the crazy and amazing performances and actors that are in this, the soundtrack is really good.
Yeah, I was actually just getting ready to say something about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a collection of songs that you don't hear a whole heck of a lot,
Hmm.
um, including uh, the song that plays during the dude's dream porn movie
Yeah.
called Gutter Balls, which is a Kenny Rogers song.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like Kenny Rogers in the fifth dimension or something like that.
Huh.
Yeah, that was like a side project he had where he did more kind of like pop slash rock music instead of country, like trying to like do more crossover stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah, and that song just kind of fits that whole scene perfectly.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Uh, you get the dude like dancing around on this big staircase, and I wonder where the heck they shot that opening scene of that. Where the dude walks in and he's like in this room that has walls that are probably like 60 feet tall,
Yeah, it looked like it was
like a giant sound stage or something.
some kind of a practical effect illusion.
Okay,
To me, kind of, how like they used to paint um sets, and
like matte paintings.
yeah, like the easiest one that comes to mind is like Star Wars. Um how they painted things in, or another one was I think like Conan is an example that goes around. It kind of the way that it just looked. I'm not sure what it was, like maybe perspective or maybe the coloring or the lighting.
Yeah,
Made me think that maybe it was something with some kind of like little practical effect trickery. So, but it could have been something real. I'm not sure.
yeah. I'm not sure either. I saw that. Like I said, I've seen this movie tons of times, and when I watched it the other day, I'm like, I wonder where the heck they shot that at because that's like an impressive area.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's like so small when he first comes into that picture. And then, you get him dancing on that staircase that pretty much goes to nowhere. And then you get him bowling with all these women that like open up their legs. And he like, the dude turns into the ball and like goes down the leg, like between their legs. And then crashes into the pins at the end. It's just that whole scene is like, it's essentially a music video, but
Yeah.
that whole thing was shot incredibly well. And funny.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah, and then the other songs in there, you got the Spanish version of Hotel California when Jesus has his moment in bowling.
Uh,
Uh,
kind of helps make it iconic.
the the dude can roll, man. Yeah. Uh,
Well, then I thought it was funny though too that they made it that the dude hates the Eagles.
yes.
I was like, what?
Can you change the station? I'm leaving it where it's at. Come on, man. I've had a bad day and I hate the fucking Eagles, man. Yeah. For some reason, just hates the Eagles, but he loves Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Mm,
uh, with his tape deck and Creedence tapes.
uh,
All he has in his car is that briefcase full of $1 million and his built-in tape deck with his CCR tapes. That's pretty much it. Uh, I just love all the times too, like Donnie chimes in on the conversation, and then Walter just flies off the handle.
yeah, he gets so mad at him.
Yeah, because dude like drops some uh Vladimir Lenin uh quote, and Donnie says something about, it's like, what is that? And he says, "It's Lenin," and it's like just like Lenin said, and he's like, "I am the walrus." I am the walrus. It's like V.I. Lenin, Donnie, Vladimir Ilyich Ulyanov. Uh, and then the whole culmination of Walter being insane, we get when they have that bowling match with Smokey, and Walter just so over the line
Mhm.
and tries to Marcus scores a zero because he said he was over the line, and Smokey's like, "No, dude, mark it as 8." He's like, "You're crazy, Walter." And then Walter pulls out a gun. He's like, "Smokey, you marked that as a 0. You're entering a world of pain, my friend." Put the piece away, man. You're calling the cops.
I'm calm. Are you calm?
I'm calmer than you are. Calm down, man. I'm calmer than you are. Uh, and then the fight at the end with the German guys after they find out that they were the ones that, Bunny was okay the whole time.
Mm-hmm. And
And the dude's pretty much cleared of everything, but these guys are
still,
gonna,
yeah, still want the money.
yeah, they still want the money from the dude. And uh, Walter takes his bowling ball and throws it into one guy's crotch. And then he tackles the other guy and bites his ear off.
Uh,
While the dude tries to fight off another guy, and then Donnie has a heart attack and dies.
yeah, poor Donnie.
Yeah. Donnie was a good man and a good bowler.
He loved the outdoors.
Uh, so many times where Walter tries to pass off something crazy and dangerous that risk the dude's life as, fuck it, dude, let's go bowling. It cracked me up too.
There's nothing else
Uh,
besides bowling.
yeah, pretty much. Oh gosh, all the Vietnam quotes. I think probably my most used quote from this movie was when Jesus was like talking crap to Walter, Donnie, and Dude about their semifinal matchup. And he's like, I don't care what, if we play Saturday, Sunday, any day, because me and Liam is like, we're gonna F you up. And then John Goodman's just like giving him the stink eye, and Donnie's like, and the dude's like, yeah, well, that's just like, your opinion, man.
Yeah,
Like, that one always gets me.
that's that is probably the one that I have heard the most too over the years.
It's always like a great GIF and stuff to use on Twitter too. It's like, your opinion, man. Oh gosh. Did you have any quotes that I haven't stolen
And
that you
I
enjoy?
I think my favorite one was just like and we already talked about was just the opening and setting the foundation where like the first thing you get to experience the dude talking about was when somebody's basically like trying to kill him and he just is sarcastic and snarky.
It's down there somewhere. Let me take another look.
And it's like okay, that's how this is gonna go.
Yeah. Uh, man. Yeah, I don't think there's really much of a because we usually try to think of like things that are great, bad, and good. I can't really think of anything that's bad in this movie. I mean, it's a little bit long.
A little bit long, a little bit chaotic, but I mean that's the nature of this movie. Like
Yeah, and I
it's yeah.
like like if it didn't get tied together better, good at the end like it does,
hmm I mean, it makes me
that would
think of
probably
Clue
be
a
it.
little bit, where chaos is a part of the movie, but you
Yeah.
have to recover well enough at the end.
Yeah. And uh I guess another thing we didn't really talk about was the dude's landlord, who's like the biggest pushover ever. Because you start wondering into the movie, like, okay, this guy has no job. He wrote a check for like 47 cents or whatever it was to get creamer for his white Russians that he drinks. Um, how does he afford to pay rent? And
hmm
then he gets his landlord comes by and he's like, dude, it's already the 10th of the month, far out. And then he's like, oh yeah. He's like, yeah, I'll get that to you. And then the guy is like so like meek and everything. And then he just desperately wants the dude to come to his one man show.
Yeah,
And
which
then
that
that show was ridiculous.
that was interesting.
I feel
Sure
like that was
was.
something that would somebody that we had a bunch of classes with in college probably would have done. Like one of the art students.
There are plenty of people that come to mind by you saying it that way.
Yeah. Uh,
Zach? No. No.
I highly doubt they listen to the show, but
No. Uh,
there's a few that come to mind. Um, because we're so creative and artistic.
original.
Yeah, original. Uh, but anything else to add, or do you want me to jump into some trivia fact?
Let's do the trivia and facts.
All right. So, in an interview with Rolling Stone magazine, John Goodman stated that the dude referring to the Big Lebowski as a human paraquat was the only one of the only improvised lines to make it in the final film. Virtually every other line, including every man and dude, was scripted.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. While being a member of the bowling team, the dude has actually never seen bowling.
I kind of noticed that, but didn't
Yeah,
realize that he never bowled.
yeah. Usually it's like Walter's bowling, Donnie's bowling. They're putting their stuff away, or the dude's putting his shoes on.
I
So I wonder, like, does Jeff Bridges is he just not a good bowler,
don't know. Maybe it was a
or just fit
joke.
the slacker
Yeah.
character of the dude? Way to go, Donnie! Uh, so before filming a scene, Jeff Bridges would frequently ask the Coen brothers, "Did the dude burn one on the way over?" And if they said he had, then he would rub his eyes with his knuckles before doing a take to make his eyes appear bloodshot.
Hmm.
A lot of the dude's clothes in the film are actually Jeff Bridges' own clothes, including his jellies sandals,
Oh my
which he still
gosh.
owns and uses to this day.
That's funny.
This has got John Goodman's favorite of the films in which he appears. He has stated that he's never had more fun acting in a movie than in this one.
Rock.
which I mean, John Goodman pretty much just gets to go nuts.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like he's a very underappreciated actor because I don't think I've ever seen John Goodman in something where he wasn't good.
Well,
Man.
it's in his name, man.
Yeah. Uh, even like I think the latest thing I've seen him in is the Righteous Gemstones, and he's
Hmm.
really good in that too.
Oh yeah.
So in a early draft of the script, the dude's source of income was revealed. He was actually supposed to be the heir to the inventor of the Rubik's Cube,
Hmm.
which would have also made him Hungarian in turn. It was Joel Cohen's idea to drop that and never say how he has his money.
Yeah. I think that's fair.
I kind of feel like he's a little similar to Kramer from Seinfeld. He's always got money to do things, but he never works a day in his life.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is too, like the stuff that he doesn't really spend money on. So honestly, like if he was on unemployment, he could be surviving on unemployment.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because what does he really do? They ask him what Maud asked him what his hobbies are, and he says bowling, driving around.
Yep.
That's pretty much it. Uh, so the dude says man 147 times in this movie. That's nearly 1.5 times a minute.
Oh gosh.
When being interviewed for Inside the Actor Studio, Jeff Bridges said that he met with the Coen brothers after reading the script and asked them, "Did you guys hang out with me in high school?" Referring to the dude's easygoing surfer persona. In a 2013 interview with Terry Gross, Joel Cohen told a story about having recently been at a movie theater in San Francisco where they saw a booth displaying Big Lebowski posters. Ethan Cohen asked the teenage girl there what was going on, and she proceeded to tell him about the theater's nightly screenings of the movie. She said that people come dressed in costumes and, quote, "You should come out and you'll like it. It's really fun." She had no idea that the two men made the movie.
That's funny.
Yeah. In the quote unquote clean version of the televised broadcast, the
Uh,
famous line of "This is what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass" is changed to "This is what happens when you find a stranger in the Alps."
what?
It is frequently cited as one of the most creative edits made for a film to be aired on TV.
That's funny.
Uh, which is funny because I remember watching Boys in the Hood and Tales from the Hood, and every mother effer was changed to Macker Futher.
Oh my gosh.
And what's the famous Die Hard one is Yippee Ki Melon Farmer. Oh gosh. So John Turturro originally thought he was going to have a bigger role in the movie, and when he read the script, he realized the part was quite small. However, the Coen brothers let him come up with a lot of his own ideas for the character, like shining the bowling ball. We didn't talk about that,
Oh yeah.
where he's got the bowling ball like between his legs and he's going super fast with the shining rig. Oh god. Um, when before he bowls and he brings the ball up and he touches it with his tongue,
Yeah.
which is something my friend Dwayne used to do all the time when we went bowling in high school. And we'd always put Hotel California on the jukebox when we bowl.
Nice.
And also the scene where he dances backwards, which he said was inspired by Muhammad Ali.
Oh, there you go.
According to a local newspaper in Akron, Ohio, the Medina Sod bowling shirt that the dude wears in the movie is a real 1960s bowling shirt found in a thrift store in LA. It belonged to a man named Art Myers, who was the foreman at the Medina Sod in Medina, Ohio.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's extremely random.
right. And the last thing, unlike all the other movies we watched this month, this movie had a $15 million budget and it made 48 million in the box office. So
So
it was, yeah, pretty prosperous.
Yeah, it was actually profitable when it released, not after.
Yeah. But there's a huge cult following, and they have Lebowski Fest. I think it's in Chicago,
Hmm.
something like that. I don't remember, but people show up dressed like the dude and everything.
That seems like a
They have
weird place. Shouldn't it be in
I
California?
it seems like it would be. I think it's in Chicago though.
Hmm.
I don't remember. Somebody listening to this probably like, no, idiot.
Gosh,
It's in Mesa, Arizona.
it's in Boston,
God.
Massachusetts.
So grades. IMDb, Rotten Tomatoes, what are they?
IMDb 7.9.
8.1.
Ooh, man. I didn't think it'd go that high. All our other ones were in the 7 range, so
Mm,
Rotten Tomato critic 77%.
79.
Ooh, close. Rotten Tomato audience 89.
93.
Oh man, I was so close with all of them, just not quite there.
And then our grades. I'll let you go first because I'm pretty sure it's kind of obvious what my grade's gonna be.
Yeah. So the category of cult movies very different, wide range of movies that you could get for cult movies. So um kind of looking at this and thinking about it too from just the aspect of it's a comedy.
Hmm.
So uh lots of fun, great performances. Like you said, it was filmed really well, music fit perfectly. A lot of it was very artistically done. It was thought out, edited well. Uh, bit chaotic, a bit long, but as we've said, like it all came together in the end, which is the most important. So I don't like I kind of say this in a way like I don't really know what would make it give it a 5 out of 5, but there's something that I'm just a little reserved on being like, would this be a 5 out of 5 movie? I don't know. I'm in between there. So I'm just a little bit torn on trying to be like thinking of other movies that have been given, 5 out of 5 rankings. So I definitely don't have the history with it as you do, which I'm
Yeah.
sure that that would probably like kind of contribute and everything. So I landed at a 4.5.
Rock. Yeah, well, that's like your opinion, man.
Should have seen
Obviously, it's
that
a
coming.
5 out of 5 for me. It's. I would say it's probably like a top 25, top 50 movie for me.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, it is a little long, but I feel like the story is compelling enough and wacky enough
Yeah, it's
that
worth it.
it doesn't really lag too much.
Hmm.
So I'm okay with the 2 hour runtime on that, and it's got enough funny moments in it to keep it going. Yeah, easy 5 out of 5 for me, and I just going back and looking at the Academy Awards, like just don't know how John Goodman was not at least nominated. I'm not saying he should have won, but he should have at least been nominated.
Hmm.
This, with all the other, I don't know if he's ever been nominated for anything.
Oh,
I'm gonna
that's
maybe like an Emmy for Roseanne or something, but he definitely deserved to.
yeah. Oh, I
But
wonder if he got nominated anything for the 10 Cloverfield Lane movie.
oh, I don't know.
I'm not
All right,
seeing.
now I need to look it up. But yeah, like I said, one of my favorite movies. It's an easy um 5 for me. It doesn't look like he was ever nominated for an Oscar.
Hmm.
He won an Emmy for Outstanding Guest Actor in a Drama Series for Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip. I don't know what that is. And he was nominated from 1989 to 1995 for Roseanne, but never won.
Hmm.
Uh, Lame.
Weird.
But so next month, we're going from cult movies to another awesomely bad. Kind of
Yay.
figured what's end of the year in style here. We got a couple horror movies. We got some. We got three horror movies and one just completely ridiculous trash Christmas movie. So, um, we got an interesting one. It's got one of the stupidest titles ever, and it's
Oh gosh.
yeah. So if you don't know what is, I think it's seven S's in it. It's got an awesome poster. But we got that one followed by Tammy and the T-Rex. And we got We Wish You a Turtle Christmas, which was a straight to video Ninja Turtles Christmas video from the mid 90s, I think. Early to mid 90s. I've heard it's atrocious. If you guys want to watch along with that, it's on YouTube. So it's only like 20 minutes long. I've heard horror stories, so I need to watch it. And the last one we're going to be doing is a made for TV movie from 1991 called Strays. And it's about cats that attack people. So that one sounded pretty amazing too. I needed that. I saw like the trailer of that somewhere, and I'm like, that needs to go on the list. So if you guys are liking the show, please subscribe and share. You can find us on social media. We're pretty much on every platform. You can check out our YouTube, check out our TikTok, go to our website for more content. That is rockvideorental.com. And come by next time. We're going to be talking about. And until then, as always, be kind and rewind.